can hear that noise in the background. I gotta be professional and turn my fan off, man. Uh-oh. What the hell? Y'all ain't supposed to see that in the background. Y'all supposed to see this. There you go. All right. We messing up all over the place today. I'm looking for 706 Gamer. Does anybody know where 706 Gamer is? Because this punk dude kept harassing me about playing this game and he ain't nowhere to be found. So give me 2 seconds to address this issue with my AC and my fan so it's not blowing in your ear and we can get this thing started because he full of shit. All right, hold on. Give me 1 moment. Heath Stevens in the house. What's up, bro? What's going on? It's your boy MM2K back again with another one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy is coming through with these games. Okay, Nitho's invited me to a party. Hold on. I gotta go to Nitho's party. Accept. Bro, can you hear me? I'm trying to stream, man. This dude. Hold on, I'm about to make you live. I want everybody to hear how you talk shit on me, if you don't mind. Hold on, baby. It's my bro Nethos. Hey, look, man. Where's Noah at?
I don't fucking know. You know it's past 10:30. That's the bedtime.
Oh, for real. Dude, this cat was harassing me. All right. What's going on? How come I can't? Uh-oh. It's not letting me play the game. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, yo, have you played this Youngblood yet?
Nah, I don't got that shit.
Oh, you know what? I could have hooked you up on PC.
On PC.
Yeah, because they got that buddy pass shit. Yeah, they got that buddy pass shit, man. You got to play this, man. This game is who can join.
Hey, where you on the Dead Space 3, huh?
No, we could well, you know what, tomorrow I ain't gonna do it. Tomorrow's my hermit day. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. We could do a Tuesday though. What's your schedule? Yeah, I go watch movies by myself. I go watch it because my wife is full of. We went and bought these. Damn, I can't even open this shit. We went and bought them that movie pass shit, right? So we're paying $15 a month a piece for movie pass, and she don't want to go see no damn movies. So I'm like, man, screw that. So Mondays I ain't, I'm off. So Mondays I just go and go catch the bullshit ass movie and use my movie pass. If Z's running the show, I'll run. You know what I'm saying? I'll run the show, and I already got a video chopped up. Let me see here. All right, who can join? I don't want just anybody joining. Oh man, select who can join.
You still hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Am I too old for this streaming shit? That shit looked a little fancy for you.
Yeah, bro. I've been working, man. I've been working. Heath Stevens in the chat says Phil is ridiculous. He changes what he says depending on the interview.
See, look at your fan base. They're all Phil haters.
Bruh. Hey, you know what? Big ups to the homie Dirk Griggity, right? Hey, yo. So I'm in the car, right? And I don't friends only. Okay, there we go. So I'm in the car and I was listening to Dirk's latest video. You know what I'm saying? Cause Dirk on this, he be releasing his shit stealth, right? He don't always tell you when his videos is out. And so I'll be like, Dirk, tell me when your shit is out so I can pump it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. He be like, whatever, man, I don't care. So he dropped his latest video and I'm listening to it. And it's funny, right? So I'm letting it play and he did his video where he got mad after E3 came up, bruh. where he was like, if you're going to be an Xbox guy, then don't be out here saying this and saying that, bro. I almost crashed the damn car. I was like, damn, who done made Dirt Greedy? Someone done pissed him off, man. Wait till I get a hold of him.
Hey, bro, screwed up Dirt Greedy. Hey, I don't know who the fuck posted that meme.
Hey, bruh.
Hey, man, I can't share that meme in public.
Hey, yo, yeah, we can't do that, man. We can't do that, man. Dirt, it'll only be him and Bunny on Scram Punks, man. We will get kicked out that shit. But no, this is a good game, man. You definitely want this is a fun game. If you know what I mean, it's fun and the level, the design play is good, and I can't say anything bad about the game, man. Steven.
I mean, it looks fun.
Yeah.
And who might you girls be?
Y'all let me know if any of the volumes are up, or if me and Neithel's volumes is too high or too low, or if the game video was too high or too low. I'm gonna turn the game video just up a little bit. But they want. I think they rather hear you insult me. You know what I'm saying? Are you playing anything, bro?
Nah, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just like Daddy told us.
He's on actually.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Hey, let me invite him to the party.
Yeah, invite him to the party. What is punk ass?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro.
You old folk cannot be using this young age.
Out of the picture.
I know.
Now come back to catacombs. Juju wants to talk to you.
On it.
Congratulations,
No, it's real shit. That is a
girls.
nice setup. I like that.
General Winkler.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it. I've been doing my thing, man.
Yeah, you put in your 8 hours a day.
Yeah, I put in my 8 hours, man. Trying to get all professional. Yeah, this is my proudest work. This one right here. Oh, come on, man. And here's the thing, Neithles, about this game that kind of like grinds my gears.
I'm fucking loving this suit.
Well, you look totally rad in it, so.
Like, the two sisters are crazy. And they're trying to make it seem like that this game is like on some SJW stuff. Which, you know me, bro. I don't care about this. I know, yeah, that's a trend. I don't care about that shit. You know.
Yeah.
But, oh shit. Bro, this game is 60. Heath Stevens says, if Junkbox fanboys would have listened to us PlayStation dudes earlier and people would have spoken up, things would have been different. No, you know what it is, Heath? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Because here's the thing, Heath. I get what you're saying, but it's not so much listening to people that are fans of another. Because y'all don't want PlayStation listening to Xbox people, right? Oh shit. So I don't think it was about the Xbox people listening to y'all. You know, I think what it was more or less about the Xbox people not being so butthurt, if I can say that, right? I get about them not being so butthurt. Yeah, exactly. About what y'all thought. Because here's what happened. As the house was on fire, and even though y'all was pointing it out like, oh, the house is on fire, Phil's doing this, Phil's doing that, because y'all were pointing it out, the Xbox people didn't want to listen. But it's not that y'all were pointing it out and y'all was smart and they were stupid. It was so obvious that y'all could notice it from across the street. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where Xbox people messed up. And we had I don't know if you caught it, Neithos. We did a stream. It was me, the homie Knox. Dean Knox, man. That's my homie, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? I was listening to a little bit of the stream, couldn't catch the whole thing, but I do remember someone in the comments thing Knox pointed out. They said the smartest thing Xbox fanboys did this generation was not buy those games.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah, and you know what? I agree because I don't know what you feel about Sunset Overdrive and Rise and all that other shit. Those may have been cool games, but those aren't like. Oh shit!
Man, that shit ain't my main appetite. Like, they were perfect for the years it came out and launched Windows. But yeah,
exactly.
That ain't no BioShock.
Thank you, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't no Gears. You know, Gears and that Call of Duty, the the Call of Duty 2 that came out, and you know, I know a lot of people.
Side hustles.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, thank you. Oh shit, that's the perfect description. So they weren't what the brass was asking for.
I'm gonna kick this Nazi's ass.
Oh shit.
Super soldier.
And because of that, they were they were rejected. Now Quantum Break, I think what a lot of people do is they assume that because Quantum Break or Alan Wake had such a niche following that Quantum Break was going to be a success. I don't think Quantum Break was like the type of Xbox game either. Like, if you remember, gamers didn't flock to Alan Wake. You know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't at all.
They didn't flock to it. It took a while for Alan Wake to get popular.
Man, I'll be honest. I think Alan Wake was the game that got lucky. Like, they were lucky that Xbox was in such a big lead that people were just buying exclusives anyways. When you're the console leader, people just buy the exclusives. I don't know what the fuck it is, but they do. But with Xbox, with the way they are now, no,
Yeah.
Quantum Break is there to save.
Exactly. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, Quantum Break would have done okay last generation. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, they're already in the league. That could have been Xbox's Horizon Zero Dawn. You feel me? Something new, something a little bit different. It'd have had some support because the system already, you know, has some high saturation. And it would have been a good product to close out the generation in, being that Xbox was heavy on that Kinect bullshit. But as far as to start off a generation on and a high kick it like you did with Gears, that wasn't the game. So you can't be mad. I don't think you can be mad at Xbox. They were kicking my ass.
Yeah, you cannot be mad. But like, let's be real here. I don't think it used to be a joke, but the more I think about it, I think the more true it really is. A lot of people who have the Xbox One, especially if it's their main console, they're really just Xbox fanboys when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying they're fanboys. Oh,
yeah.
But there's just people who prefer the Xbox brand. There's not like a casual or whatever.
Exactly.
Really Xbox like that.
Yep.
They all went to PlayStation. Think about it. You're
Yep.
stuck at like 35 million.
Facts.
Say that.
Yep.
You can't even hit 40 million. That's the truth. Some shit like that. Or maybe it's like 40 million, they can't hit 45.
Yep.
It's because everybody who wanted the damn Xbox, they just have it.
Yep.
You can't say that shit about the Switch or fucking PlayStation. They found a way to attract the casuals.
Exactly.
To X, Y, and Z of why this happened, but at the end of the day, if you only have your hardcore fans and you're failing to even feed them, oh shit! No
Tell me
wonder
about
the
it.
Xbox One, the Xbox.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Bad is putting it nicely, man. It's disgusting. It's utterly disgusting. And man, I wanted, Z couldn't do a podcast today, but I wanted to do my like you were referring to my 8th podcast. I wanted to do talking about that interview, man. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see that full interview?
Look, man, it's been all over Twitter. I just refuse to click it because I'm just too pissed right now. Because I know what it is.
Yeah.
I already know what the fuck he
Bro.
said. I'm so pissed right now. I thought they were about to have like a beta towards the end of the year or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize they were this far behind.
I think they're still going to have a beta, but
I hope they do.
the problem is that he said 2019, which is this year. But remember, they said last year, they said it was going to be January 2019.
Exactly. That's
Right?
what I mean. I'm pissed that they're this far behind, and we already knew what the beta games were if that comes out. It was like just like Halo 5, Gears 4. It was minuscule first party games.
Yep.
It wasn't anything like that.
I told you, bruh. And this is the thing.
Awesome. Like in Google Stadia is literally right around the corner. That's just full release right around
Thank
the corner.
you. Yes. Like, I know everybody's not the biggest on Google Stadia, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I like to pop shit. Google Stadia is gonna be like when my wife wants me to go to Victoria's Secret and
Fact,
hang
that's
out
all
with
it's
her.
really meant
That's
for,
all
but
it
even
is.
That has a market.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. But they got the lean. Oh, yes! Yes! Hey, Nethos, you gotta play this shit, bro. But yeah, even at that, like you said, that has a market. I don't and Steven says the junk box losing Katana where you still have voice commands. Man, I don't know.
Man, I'm glad Cortana's gone. Look, Cortana just sounds cool. It never
Yeah,
fucking worked.
it
was
never worked.
awful.
Yeah. Microsoft was so feature heavy because of Satya and Nadella that they never got it together.
No.
Now, when I say because of Satya and Nadella, I don't mean that they had no other choice. I mean, Satya and Nadella proposed them a challenge. But, you know, like I always say, and I'll regurgitate this ad nauseum. Look at what Phil has done, what his gaming choices are, what gets him all excited and creamy knuckle. And you look at you look at what Mike Ybarra did in response. Mike Ybarra gets us PUBG. Phil brings us Sea of Thieves and State of Decay 2. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like because Satya wanted this stuff that we had to deal with this cookie cutter stuff.
Look, man, Satya just gives you the blank check. You just perform his checklist and you can do whatever the hell you want.
Facts.
Phil chose to do this.
Exactly. Thank you.
Go away from second party deals. And I like the theory because I think it's true about the whole Rise of the Tomb Raider thing. Microsoft is afraid of their own shadow. They never want that back, so like that never again. That's what it fucking is. I was screaming in my car driving home because I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker figured it out. I always thought like maybe Phil's a weirdo that doesn't like to keep games going. No, I mean yeah, he does think that, but he only thinks that because they got so much shit for doing that Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Totally agree.
That's what it was. And because Xbox One wasn't popping like that. If PlayStation got that deal, I mean, it would be something, right? I mean, for PC gamers, whatever. But it would be nothing like what we got. Nothing.
Dude, what it was is that he was so concerned with being liked. I guess Phil is one of those people that has to be liked. That's why his demeanor is the way that he is. I mean, I know I'm getting out of the realm, and I'm trying to
hear, right? Phil's such a great guy now.
Exactly. And I think he's used to. I think he's used to that. Yeah, exactly. I don't sit there and say. I mean, I wish Neethles, me and you could walk into an interview and charm the shit out of them, and they'd be like, "Okay, well, where did you go to school? School? What's that? Do you have any type of formal education? Huh? 1 + 1 = 3?" And they'd be like, "Oh, you know what? I just enjoy talking to you. You got the job." You know what I'm saying? There has to be a level of expectation to where, as a business, you're meeting consumer demands. If you're not meeting consumer demands, who cares how fucking nice you are?
But that's what I don't get. Like, we need to. I'm not gonna say anything, right? But people in the chat or whatever, they know. Look, you need to put your personal feelings aside, put away your friendships aside, and just look at what's going on. There's no waiting. There's no giving them another chance. There's no wait till next gen. I'm cool with waiting till next gen with all those studios, right? But you gotta at least show me the inklings of what those studios are doing. Right?
Exactly.
You had a whole E3, and it's not even show me an inkling. I'm talking about a concept art. I'm talking about a CGI trailer, pull a record, whatever the fuck you did. Record looked pretty cool at first, and then we got one. But it looked pretty cool at first. But no, you didn't get. You got Bandy Simulator. That's the fucking like I'm telling you, and you got like, oh yeah, we got Flight Simulator. I mean, that's dope for the PC guys. But we decided, you know what, this is where to put in the Fable right now.
Exactly.
And I'm like, oh hell, I don't even like Fable. You can ask. I fucking don't like Fable. I didn't even finish.
Yeah, Fable. I don't. Yeah, I can't stand. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about Fable.
I think it's dog shit.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
If you were to reboot, that's why I always say I'm interested in Fable if they reboot to be more like The Witcher 3.
That's the thing. It's so bad and dry that a game that I can't fucking stand, I'll take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Give me the dog food. I'll take the dog food.
And here's the thing. I'm never going to put down the talent they acquire for the most part. I think Obsidian has immense talent, immense potential. The Outer Worlds to me looks dope. That's a step in the right direction for Xbox. But Are they going to keep making the Outer Worlds? Are they going to expand beyond the Outer World type game? That's what's unclear.
Exactly.
We don't fucking know.
We don't have any fucking
I know
idea.
people are bugging like that's all 3-year dev cycle thing. I don't think that's really that bad. Look, Sony takes forever to make their games. Great, and they're quality, yes. But I've seen plenty of games come out in a 3-year time span. They fucking work. All right, there's countless examples of it. So you can do AAA games in the 3 years. I just don't know if Microsoft's about that life. I don't know about that rumor of they having an unlimited budget. Remember that? A year back? Man, I doubt that. Like that's like the budget could have went from 15 million to 30 million. They're like, that's unlimited to us. Like these studios were on the brink of death. All right, I don't know. I don't even trust them like that.
I don't either.
But shit, Moss, you brought up a point. I want to bring that up real quick. You said in the beginning that Sony fans are pointing out the obvious across the street, but we just didn't want to listen to them.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to say maybe we can contribute that to Xbox fanboys because we're in that community and we see that firsthand all the fucking time. Hey, bro, Dirk Riggedy, are you an Xbox guy?
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Is that really an Xbox fanboy thing, or is that just a fanboy thing in general? Because let's be real. Maybe we take an L on this, Moss, but me and you think PlayStation, they're going to go all in on streaming sometime next generation. Maybe not off the bat, but sometime next generation.
Yeah,
right?
I totally agree.
Go all in on streaming.
Yep.
You know these ponies are in denial about that.
Yeah.
But are we going to sit there and be like, oh, well, the ponies just couldn't see that because we pointed out? No, they just don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Like, we can see it clearly across the street, right? It's just a fanboy mentality. It's not PlayStation consumers or ponies are better than us. It's just a fanboy thing, man. We don't want to accept that reality.
We don't want to accept, exactly.
We knew deep down what the fuck this PC shit meant from the get down. But we were like, you know what? They'll keep Halo exclusive to console.
Yep, exactly. Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll never happen.
Years goes to PC, I'm done.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to that?
They'll never. Oh, Microsoft will never publish games. You guys are ridiculous. And then look what they did. Remember when they were saying that shit? They were getting mad and upset because it was being implied that they was gonna start publishing games on. Microsoft would never do. They wouldn't do that. That would be a slap to the fan base. I'm done with Microsoft if they do that, and then they do it, and then whoa.
Well, you see, it's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about exclusive. I just want first party. Now this is what bewilders me. These Xbox fanboy talking points are killing me. So the new talking point, Nethos, is exclusives don't matter. It's just first party.
Oh my god.
Like second party now is dog shit. Second party means nothing. Where the point of exclusives or the point of having individualized content is you're drawing me to your ecosystem. You're drawing me to your box or you're drawing me to your service. I don't care if it comes first party, second party out of someone's fucking garage. If the game is awesome and you supplying it and I can't get it anywhere else,
is good
facts.
That's what it's all about.
What the fuck are they talking about first party? What? Explain this to me.
You don't want to fully rely on second party. I get that part.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They killed it on the OG Xbox and 360 with their second party deals, but they should have acquired some of those studios.
Absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
fucked up with that.
Absolutely.
I get that. And they're making amends with that. But you can't just not do second party. You need games now. First
Exactly.
Party, look at Sony, the PS3 generation. You have the perfect example of that. They did second party after second party deal as they built their first party lineup. Now look how they're rolling with the PS4. That shit don't happen like that. Like this whole, we're going to just build it in the background. Bro, you need games now.
Exactly. I don't get that. I don't see, and again, it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit, but why do they think that's even a successful argument? Like, I do get pissed off sometimes that people are just saying things for the sake of argument and not being realistic, but that's not even an effective argument. Like, what are they trying to, I don't know. I don't know.
Get the first party. And what gets real spooky, man, if we're going to go into it.
We gotta get a code.
What is with this new idea of, like, okay, I get exclusives are anti-consumer, and technicality, a lot of things are anti-consumer, all right? But I don't get this idea of, like, if Xbox games did end up on a PlayStation, I'm not going to talk about the validity of it. Let's just say it did, for example purposes. There's no way you're okay with that.
Yeah, exactly.
There is no fucking way you're okay with that. That is fucked up if you're okay with that. If you're okay with Halo on PlayStation, bro, you are buying an Xbox for an Xbox. Fuck the ecosystem.
Exactly.
You're just spending money on that.
Exactly.
Shit
You're gonna go down with the Titanic. You're gonna go down with the ship.
It's like I don't. If you can play Halo, The Last of Us, all that shit on one box, man, get the fuck
come
out
on.
of here.
Exactly. You're gonna spend $500. You're gonna spend $500 on two very similar spec-wise consoles just for the sake of it? Get the fuck for Xbox Live that you can put on your phone or your computer? Like, stop.
People are crazy.
Like, I'm chatting with you via Xbox Live on my PC.
And I'm chatting with you via Xbox Live on my mobile.
Exactly. Like, come on now. Well, the controls. Well, there's that adapter. You can connect. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to tell me you would rather spend $500 just for the sake of having another system when all you have to do is just spend $40 for that controller adapter, and you have the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and all of the exclusives access to all the exclusives that come with the PlayStation 5. Like, stop.
No. And like, no consumer should stand for that. Like, I remember like, what was rumors? They're gonna put games on the Switch or whatever, which is happening, by the way.
Yeah.
I remember you and even Young Soul on Twitter. Shout out to him.
Uh-huh.
Said, you do not want this.
Exactly.
This is not a good thing.
No. Definitely not. Sprint Crush. Press L into any of the and destroy it.
I don't even consider Nintendo competition like that, even though they are in reality competition. Like, so the Switch is killing it.
Yeah.
The software, for the exclusive wise at least, is fucking off the charts. Like, that's the one company you can talk about an attach ratio. I don't even get how they do that. Like, I'm talking about they somehow have a 90% attach ratio. I don't even know how the fuck you do that, but they do it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Because it can. You know what? It was a perfect storm, Neethles. I think it was a perfect storm of. I think it was. It was a perfect storm of. When the console was released, and the fact that, let's be honest here. Really, this generation, it wasn't stellar. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was some good, don't get me wrong, God of War, you know what I'm saying? And some other games were cool, you know. I love the Division 2 and whatever other third-party games people like, right? But it wasn't like earth-shattering, forward, next innovative like last generation was, right? So the closest innovative thing besides specs and polygons and compute units is the Nintendo Switch, right? And it got gamers excited. So I think that's why they started to see success.
Like, to be honest, like, last generation had too many fucking gems, like a Bioshock.
Bruh.
Really openings, though. Like, the closest we've had is The Witcher 3. Here's the thing, I think The Witcher 3, it probably is the best game of the generation, right? Probably. I can't beat that motherfucker. I've tried.
Exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
Get into it. But did The Witcher 3 really do anything revolutionary? Or
Exactly.
Really, really good RPG?
Exactly.
I think it was just a really good RPG. To be
I
honest.
totally agree with you.
Cyberpunk, okay, that looks like.
Yeah, that looks like, yeah. Now that
I don't even know if I can count that as a current gen game. That's a straight up cross gen game. Like,
yeah,
that's
I
a little
agree.
different.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I guess Destiny's you have to give it the props only because not that even that Destiny 1 is a good game or anything. It just made a whole new genre of games. That's what it did. Like the Division, all that shit followed it. It was a transcender. Even Fortnite. That's sad. A transcender is fucking Fortnite.
I know, dude.
Fucking sad. I guess you can give PUBG the credit, but PUBG just gave Fortnite the idea. And Fortnite really revolutionized it. I'm sorry, whoever the fuck ran Blue Hole or whatever, but you fucked up. You done fucked up on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they live off the mobile version of the game.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Yeah, that's. I guess that's my move. I'm trying to figure out what my moves are. But yeah, bruh, it's a sad day to be an Xbox fan, particularly because the biggest part of that interview, dude, that was like utterly disgusting. Was
I like how the interview person, right?
Yeah.
Interviewer,
yeah.
He was disgusted by his hands.
Bruh.
Like, the fuck?
Who is that dude? Like, we got to get him on a podcast. We'll never get him. We'll never get him on a podcast, but we got to get that dude on a podcast. Like, did you hear? He was like taking jabs at Phil.
Disgusted.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the thing. Like, I didn't watch it with the audio or whatever. Like, I just scroll by Twitter. But just seeing his reaction unmuted and shit, like, you can see, like, he's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And bro, it's like when C's like, the fuck?
And bruh,
Hey, Phil, this was your Shannon Loftus moment where like you're caught in the headlights. Like, damn, Phil. Usually you're a politician about this shit, but damn.
you know what it was? He hit him from the get-go, and Phil was starting to malfunction. You could see where Phil was saying stuff. Like, he was asking Phil questions.
Nervous as hell off that interview.
Yeah, he caught him off guard.
That interview went for the kill.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to catch him off guard so they can't give you the PR thing. He even called him on it. He said, that sounds like a little PR stance, and started mocking him and shit. He's like, yeah, I don't know when it's coming out.
That is, but I need to follow him on Twitter or something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's my new hero right
He is my hero, yeah. That dude.
Yeah, no, I can't do that alone, Jess.
Hey, Moss. Speaking to you and talking about Xbox support output the last 4 years, do you think this whole Phil/Satya plan? I'm not going to put it on Satya Nadella because Phil's the one who is the master of it, right? Satya give him a checklist. He does it his own way.
I totally agree.
Do you think this strategy would have been okay? Not saying that would give him an edge or anything. Not even saying that they would be very competitive, but they would be, in the realm or whatever. If Sony stuck to being how they were in 2014 and 2015, because I just have a feeling that like maybe his whole plan was hinging on him thinking Sony's never gonna get these fucking games out.
You mean
like, in the back of my mind, I think Phil Spencer was literally praying that God of War really wouldn't launch until like 2019 or some shit.
Oh, I think that
I think he generally thought these Sony games were far out or some shit.
I think he thought that he wholeheartedly thought one or two things: either they were far out, which is a good point of yours, or that they would not have the effect that they would.
I think it's both, honestly.
Yeah.
The way you said that, yeah. Because think about it. I remember, like, what was it, 2015 E3? Phil Spencer, that was back when he talked a little bit of shit. He said, oh, yeah, Sony showed some games, but how far are they, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, he was talking bad shit back then.
Yep.
And, bro, those motherfuckers came out. They didn't have any answer. They had to say to K2 that wasn't even ready.
Yep. I don't think that they expected...
the ace up their sleeve was Crackdown 3. We saw what the fuck they did with that. The problem is, here's the thing, guys. Crackdown 3, the campaign would have probably been dog shit like it is. I don't even want to boot that shit up. I don't like that game. I don't like those type of games.
No, it's horrible.
I think the multiplayer really would have been dope if they were smart and fought CloudGen. That was the fuck up. They let Epic buy that shit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
that was their ace up their sleeve. They thought they had some revolutionary shit.
I think
but they didn't buy them.
They didn't buy them because they did not want to have a competing cloud client building something for them. But it happens all the time, Nethos. Like where I work, we specialized in something, but because I got to be careful how I say this, because what we specialized in, they didn't want our people to have access to look at fellow employees' data. They outsourced it to somebody else, right? So, meaning like I don't know. Let's say, for instance, I gotta be careful. So what I will say is that even though you have a competing entity providing you cloud technology, it was for a game that was already in development, and you could have said we're in a partnership. What Microsoft could have did is sign like one of these stupid addendums like they did with Sony and said this is a partnership to further our cloud technology. You know what I'm saying? Collaboration, and then they could have dropped them like a sack of potatoes as soon as the game was over with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think because of that, they didn't take advantage of that Crackdown became the piece of shit that it was. But again, that's on Phil, man.
Bro, imagine if you had cloud. Like, imagine if you owned that shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to do all this shit with Microsoft, Azure, and AI and all that. Bro, I'm telling you right now, that CloudGen, that shit's real. I know that shit is real.
Oh, yeah.
And, Unreal 5 is going to be fucking amazing. Or maybe Unreal 6. Whatever Unreal they get that shit into, that shit's going to be off the hook.
Yep.
You see the shit they do with Unreal Engine 4. Now imagine that with CloudGen in there.
Dude, I'm I don't understand how Microsoft, which is a technology company, can pitch so many ideas but never get like hardly anything off the ground. Like the only thing that they got off the ground was Game Pass. I mean, the Xbox One X, we've already determined that the Xbox One X was a system that was going to be, that was already in the works, right? So I don't understand how.
Bro, I think it is what it is. I don't think Phil was the right one to
Yeah.
really be aggressive and be the man for the job. Look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Nadella hired him because Phil he's probably a yes man. He can do anything
Yeah.
to do his job. Anybody would. I'm not pointing that on Phil, right?
Yeah.
I would fucking do that. But the way he went about it, the way he had this brand go, I don't know if he was necessarily right. Like your new name is Make Makibar the leader, or some shit like that. Promote Makibar, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with that. I'm 100% behind Mighty Muscle on that one.
Yeah.
But honestly, if we had, let's say, Steve Ballmer, right? He just recently came up because he did that epic thing with his NBA team or whatever sport team that is, right? When he was going crazy.
Uh-huh.
If he was there instead of Nadella, I don't think he would have promoted Phil, or if he did promote Phil, he would have had him replaced or some shit.
Yeah.
Because Phil needs that fire.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a CEO thing, maybe Ballmer would have put the fire under Phil to get shit going, but here's the thing, Microsoft always failed at getting things. Like, look at Zune and all that, but at least under Ballmer, man, they would go all in until that shit was at least...
Yeah, until
right?
yeah, it was sold, it was destroyed, yep.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why the Xbox 360 thrived. He didn't care. Console business, that shit is expensive. There's a reason why EA doesn't make a console on shit.
Yep.
But Ballmer would throw fucking money at you, and that shit worked.
Yep.
Like, it took time, but that shit worked.
And people talk about, and look, here's the thing. People say, Steve Ballmer, I'll get this a lot on Twitter too. Steve Ballmer destroyed the Microsoft brand. No, Microsoft just had a strategy that was ported over from Bill Gates. They were trying to take over the living room. When the technology permitted it, they no longer cared about the living room, so they transitioned to cloud technology. Now, with that being said, Microsoft, even though they were bleeding cash with the red ring of death and all the investments that they made on games and stuff like that, even though they were bleeding cash, they were supposed to bleed cash. They were an auxiliary service for all of Microsoft to help get them into the living room. There are auxiliary lines of businesses everywhere that are, their purpose is not to make money. Their purpose is to help sustain the rest of the business.
People don't get that. How many times do you see that in the comment section? Look through the research, guys. Microsoft never made money off the Xbox. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think you get what the fuck the Xbox is supposed to do.
Exactly. And that's the problem. And because they don't understand that dynamic, they're focused on the wrong things. They're making money now. They're not making money because they're providing good quality product. They found a gimmick. They found a gimmick that they can work, and they're making money off of that. Doesn't mean you're getting better quality. Like I was arguing with somebody on Twitter. They were talking about, yeah, Steve Ballmer did this financially and did that financially. And I said the games were better. The games, yeah, the company is...
I don't know why people try to argue finances with you, Moss, out of all fucking people. Because that's just fucking... You're not going to win that argument, all right?
I guess. Oh, shit.
Here's the thing. Me and Moss don't give a shit exclusive, right? Like, that shit can go to mobile. That shit can go to PC. If it goes to another console, that's a different story.
Exactly.
But we care about getting content, getting good content at that, right?
Yep.
That's all I'm fucking asking for. I'm not going to die on this hill like, they should get rid of PC multi-cloud. They should get rid of bringing it to mobile via xCloud. I don't give a fuck. Give me good games.
Yeah, that's all I
I'm
need.
sick of this shit.
That's all I want. I don't care. I don't that whole argument of where's the first party doesn't mean anything to me. I don't give a shit about that. The whole argument about exclusives don't matter, don't mean anything to me. The whole bullshit about what else do they be saying? Nethos, the fear mongering, or I hate mongering. I'm not gonna fear monger. That doesn't mean anything to me. I paid money. I paid $500. I have the most expensive console out there. there should be nothing out there that looks better than this console, right? As far as consoles are concerned. Why does God of War on a $200 console look better than what games and anything that I can play on my $500 console? It should not even be possible. Shouldn't even be possible. You don't spend $1,500 on a video card and then I'm just throwing numbers out there. Or you buy a 1080 Ti. There is no game that looks better on a 1060 than it does on a 1080, right? No, it doesn't happen. So this is a massive fail.
But he thought, like, and you can use your example you use because it's so true every time you ring it. He thought the multi-platform were going to save him, but what's wrong with that idea, Moss? Why does that work? Because the Xbox One isn't selling, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Explain that deal.
Oh yeah, him wanting multi-plats to be the tell-all, be-all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why would they put time to making those
exactly?
Because exactly.
We've seen it with the X, Nethos. Like all this talk about. And look, believe you me, MM2K is not above the fray. I was one of the dumb motherfuckers out here telling it too. I had to pull back my bet back from Porter Rock when I told Porter Rock that when people got their tax returns, they was going to buy Xbox One X's out the wazoo, right?
You have to buy them, like, what, 4 Assassin's Creed Unity codes to get them
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I had to pull a deep batch out this mug, right? So the problem is that when you let the third party people do your marketing for you, you have to deal with however they explain your product. And the developers might be artists, but guess who ain't? The publishers ain't. And a publisher is not going to tell a developer 70% of our sales are on the PlayStation, but I want you to make this shine on the system that has 30% or less of our sales. No, they're not going to do it. Hence why Destiny, as I was trying to explain to my homie Xbot, hence why your favorite game, Destiny 2, all that shady shit was happening. We didn't even know if the game was going to get HDR. Remember that shit? They wouldn't tell us because they signed an exclusive deal with Sony. Now, why would you sign an exclusive deal with Sony on Destiny, a shooter that's more up the brass?
Especially the sequel.
Exactly.
Proven at that point.
Exactly. Because the gap was so wide, it would have been stupid for them business-wise to do other. You know what I'm saying? To do anything else. So it's just that's what I'm supposed to do. It's just a matter of people realizing that.
Hey man, I gotta say this. Bless Xbox hard, man. He is one of the last few standing there, with Dirk Gregory. Are you an Xbox guy?
Hey,
yeah,
bro.
Xbox guy. But my God, Xbox, you're one hell of a soul. That's what I'll say to you. You're one hell of a soul.
I get it, and here's what it is too. I'm gonna say this, and nothing against anybody. I'm not saying this to be mean. Dirk Griggity doesn't fit into this category, but a lot of people don't love Xbox. They just hate Sony. That's what it is, Nethos. I talk to a lot of people on a regular basis, and they'll DM me and they'll be like, I just don't like Sony. It's not so much a love for Xbox than it is because look, these motherfuckers don't like CFEs. They don't. No. They don't like Super Lucky's Tales. They don't. They didn't come for this shit. They just hate Sony so much that they're willing to cap for anything Microsoft do, just for the sake of hating Sony, and that's not good because when you just stand firm with a company just because you despise another one, then they have no initiative to give you quality product.
Yeah, no, that's not real loyalty.
Yeah, that's not
real loyalty.
No, that's not.
That's not real. fanship. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yep.
you're not a fan of the product. You just hate the other. No, it doesn't work that way. Look, man, we could talk about how, like, me and you don't really necessarily like the Sony PlayStation like that. Like, I hate the ecosystem, right? I can't stand that fucking dashboard. And people are like, this shit is neat. Look, Microsoft's copying it. I need to use that dashboard for myself. I don't even think that's the case. I don't like that shit, right? It reminds me of when I had my PlayStation Portable when I was like 9 years old, man. That shit hasn't changed. It annoys me, right? And I'm like 22 now, right?
Yep.
So, I'm not a fan of that ecosystem. I just love their fucking games. But if you're going to catch me gaming, I'm going to be probably on my Xbox. Maybe my PC, maybe my Switch. Just maybe my Switch.
I know.
It's
hard.
I'm going to be on Xbox, right?
It's hard,
He talks some more shit about Xbox. Where the fuck is he right now? And this motherfucker has a 2070. A 2070.
Yeah. That's why it's so disheartening, and that's why I'm on the case. And Dirk earlier was like, "Man, Moss, you've been hammering Phil for a month." Well, Phil's been lying for years, and y'all ain't have nothing to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was okay with it. So I think with MM2K trying to be a consumer advocate for a little bit over a month, I think I got a little bit of grace. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I should have a little bit of grace. I should have a little bit of a leeway. Phil's been lying to us for years. It's right around the corner, y'all. It's right around the corner. No, it ain't.
Look, man, it's easy to believe, right? It's easy to just, like, I don't want to get into, like, expanding mind territory, but you know, it's kind of like that religious shit. Like, you just want to believe, hope and pray. This man Phil Spencer will bring you salvation or some shit. Yeah. But, like, look, I hope the next generation gets here, and I hope they suddenly start killing it. But just going off the inklings, going off proof, going off what he has done. I'm not talking about since he took over. I'm talking about when you guys exposed his ass about when he took over for his first party job. Yes. And he's been making that shit, Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Yep.
Look, man, there's no proof that this mug is going to do what you want him to do.
Facts.
Like, I'm talking about, like, who knows? Maybe they're like, we pick up Obsidian because they made Pillars of Eternity, then we want them to keep making games like that. We think An Our World is a big AAA game. Mm-hmm. Like, who fucking knows? Yep. Like, this is perfect for our Game Pass portfolio, because here's the thing. I think Game Pass, what was holding it back was it not being on a wider audience, aka the PC, right? I bet you they're going to make AAA bangers, kind of like on EA or Ubisoft does, but once Game Pass is fucking everywhere. That's when they're not investing in games like that until Game Pass is popping like that everywhere.
Bruh, when is this Game Pass, Ultimate Game Pass deal run out? 2023 or something like that? You know,
they're desperate to get you in there, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how they give you those promotions, like, from Apple Music and stuff? Get 3 months free. Microsoft's like, get a few years free.
Exactly.
Because we want you in this bitch, and depending on it. And it's cool. I'm not going to make fun of them for that. People are like, oh, they charge $1. They don't make money off it. Like, hey, bro, they're playing the long game. They're getting you in there, and you're not even going to realize when you're getting charged $15 a month. They're going to be so dependent on this shit. I'm not going to make fun of them. I think that's a very smart business move. And that's something only Microsoft with their gusto could do. I don't think Sony could afford to even do something like that, right? Exactly. I'm not trying to make out their money, but I don't think Sony could, like, lynch you out years for free, right?
Exactly.
But here's the thing. They cannot invest into Game Pass, invest big games like that until that shit is everywhere. Gears 5 hasn't evolved for a reason. It's the truth. Gears is Gears. I fucking love it, but there's a reason it hasn't really evolved. And it's not going to evolve because they need that shit to be everywhere. They want that shit to pull in multi-plat type money. That's what they expect out of Halo and Gears and shit now. Not what they did in the past, what they can do now as a multi-plat. That's the type of revenue they want to see from that shit.
Yep.
They want to see Fortnite type revenue. They want to see, well, okay, not Fortnite, not as big as that.
Yeah.
But they want to be something a little closer to it.
Well, no, look. The part that disgusted me during that interview, Neethles, was the part where he talked about Phil Spencer was asked about inherent competition, and Phil Spencer was like, "No, I don't believe that inherent competition or competing against someone to be better than them means that you're going to get better product." He said the name of the game is all about dollar and attention. Now, where does that come from? That came from Netflix. Remember when Netflix was talking about their biggest competitor was Fortnite? Microsoft thinks they're the Netflix of gaming. Now they want to be like they want to. Now their competitor is Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? And because of that mentality, they're focused on what made Fortnite successful. It wasn't it being hardcore. It wasn't it being edgy. It wasn't it being AAA. It was it having a gimmick that captured a lot of people. So what they're going to do is they're going to keep throwing these gimmicky sugar water, coffee shop type games. They're gonna keep throwing them up against the wall.
The sad part, Moss.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and Phil Spencer's a fucking hypocrite, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
He talks about that competition like that, right?
Yeah.
But he fucking hates Google. And
Oh, boy, did you see them digs he was taking at Stadia? Oh, not to take any digs anybody.
Hates Stadia.
Yeah.
He's pissed off that shit's happening.
Yeah.
But so he's a hypocrite about that shit. But here's the thing: that gimmick idea, that shit is sadly probably gonna work because look,
Yeah.
we can talk all the shit we want about Sea Thieves. It's a dog shit fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be honest with you, there are more casuals who are more interested in that game.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
talking about my friends who are fucking casual. Some of them,
Yep.
than they were for a Quantum Break. They're
Exactly.
Quantum Break. I'm not touching that shit.
Yep.
Hey, look, that's Sea of Thieves.
It's
Oh,
too
that looks
complicated.
pretty cool.
It's too complicated. You know that's what they say, Nethos. The casuals are like, oh, that's too much. All that time traveling. I don't want to get into that. Let me get on the boat, swipe a sword. You see what I'm saying?
They don't care about that Mass Effect. No, they like
Exactly.
Sea of Thieves just came out like, I'm not even gonna call it half because that's not even fair. The fucking Sea Thieves, it was worse than that.
Yep.
Right? It was worse than that. That was No Man's Sky level of bad.
Yep.
But the thing is, fuck, the casuals at least had an interest. That was a gimmick they were interested in.
Yep.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if one day Sea of Thieves randomly blows up. They've been trying on YouTube and shit to get that shit to blow up. Like, get back into Sea of Thieves now. Those videos are everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you once that shit hits mobile via xCloud or whatever the fuck they have to do, that shit might just blow up. Like, imagine you see these kids, right? And they're just over here trying to navigate a boat on their fucking iPhone while eating lunch.
Yep.
That shit's probably gonna happen in the future. I wouldn't be surprised. They're in the cafeteria and shit at school, and you have like a group right there at a table, and they're just playing fucking Sea of Thieves or some new gimmick like that.
Dude, I spent all this time, whoa, shit, in this area, and all I had to do was, I was sitting there looking everywhere. Yeah, dude, you know what,
The landscape's changed, Moss. Like,
yeah,
I talk about the games you like Mass Effect and all that.
yeah,
I'm younger than you,
yeah.
and even I think I'm a dinosaur for liking those games.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad.
Yep. No, you're right. Grenades are effective. Press RB. Just remember to stay out of the. Okay. How do I equip grenades? No, you're.
But that's why you gotta applaud Sony and shit, because they don't care how the market changed like that. They're still put a lot of money into those big AAA bankers. Whether you like them or not, at least they're investing into it like that.
Well, they're a movie production studio, so that falls in the favor of their brass because they'll go ahead and make those type of games because they know at least their brass will enjoy them, right? And they have familiarity with them because they make big budget movies, right? So the problem with Microsoft is, along with not being in the realm of making big budget movies, which helps out Sony, but also Sony manufactures a lot of shit, right?
Look, there's a piece of text right here.
So they get a whole bunch of deals on making consoles. That's why them selling consoles, the hardware themselves, is more profitable for them than it is for Microsoft. So again, you have those handicaps that you're Microsoft. But what you have in your favor that's bigger than those handicaps is you're the richest fucking company in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what specials or deals that Sony gets for manufacturing shit.
What on earth is that?
You are the richest company in the world. Uh-oh. Okay. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh.
Okay.
Hello?
Yep. All right. I can hear you, kind of, sort of. Can you hear me? Sound like he's trying to get his mic together. All right.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, you're good now. Yep. So that's the problem with them. With them being the richest company
Let
in the
me check the chat.
What we got here? Oh, nothing. One shared life. Yeah, so that's the biggest problem is that Rage Not. What's going on, bro? How you doing? So with the
There we are.
okay.
Hey, Moss, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. I can hear you, bro.
Interesting.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what I can do. Rage and I said the truth of Twitch. I appreciate that. Let me hold on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can hear you, Neethles. Let me try. You know what it is? I accept it. Send me an invite.
Wait, hold on. You can hear me now?
Send me another invite.
Oh.
I messed up. What I did is I accepted your invite via Xbox on the console instead of on the PC. And Ragenaut says, "Are you a Xbox guy?" Ragenaut, thank you for leaving something in the chat. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I used to be.
Okay.
I wasn't.
So here, I'm gonna leave this party, and then I'll invite you again so you can accept on your PC.
Cool. Yeah, Ragenaut. I used to be an Xbox guy, and I am not anymore. Here's why. I refuse to. Okay, there was that interview from Phil Spencer today. I mean, it wasn't today. It was. Can you hear me now, Neethles? Hello? Hello, Neethles. Okay, can you hear me now? It says connecting. Okay, maybe I gotta leave. Let me see something. Disconnected. Connected. Follow back. Okay. Start voice chat. Trying to get Neethles back on here. Let me go to my friends list. See if I can find Neethles. Where the hell is Neethles? Okay, there he goes. And alright, Neethles. I want to invite Neethles to a party chat. Okay. Oh! What the hell? Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Let's go back in here. I don't know. Read Neethles, I don't know what's going on. How come it won't? I'm going to send you another party chat. Hold on. G. So Rage Not no. I don't know. Are you? Is your preferred console Xbox? I'm gonna leave. That's what I'm gonna do. And then. Okay, can you hear me? Oh man. See, we were cool. Let me see how many chats I'm in. I'm gonna leave this one too. Okay. You join voice chat. Let me see. My friend. My friend. I don't know why I can't. Okay. Okay. This is weird. This sucks. Okay, now, okay. That's so weird. All right, Nathals. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, bruh? Start voice chat. Hey, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Something's going on. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this Joyce chat. I'm gonna send Nethos another one. Chat. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I read that one. Let's go back, see if I can find Nethos. Alright. I don't know why this ain't working. Okay, join voice chat. Okay.
Oh, I think I can hear you.
There we go. Okay.
All right, my bad.
No, that was it. It's still beta, and I guess it got confused with me and you going back and forth between PC and console. So
yeah.
Okay. So what was we talking about? We were talking about I can't remember. I got a couple doors here. I think we were talking.
It was something about Phil and competition. That's the last one I remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Phil had said in that interview, he was asked about what he felt about competition, and he had said that he didn't believe that inherent competition grew the business. That again, it was just that whole Fortnite, the success of Fortnite, and just connectivity. Like I've been saying for a while, Nethos, Xbox is not trying to sell you on AAA quality type games. They're trying to sell you on oh shit. They're trying to sell you on oh. Jesus Christ. They're trying to sell you on community. They're trying to sell you on connectivity and community. Damn, he is tearing me up.
Just look at the difference between Xbox marketing and PlayStation marketing. I'm not talking about how good it is. I'm talking about PlayStation literally focuses on their games. What does Microsoft focus on almost each commercial?
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
Xbox Live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, letting everyone play, which is dope. I like things like the adaptive controller. That shit's dope. All right, I'll give them that. And they really focus, of course, on Game Pass. A cheap way to get game together with everyone.
Back up on the horse, baby.
Just look at it.
Yeah.
They're selling you a community.
Okay,
Exactly.
so
Nothing. It has nothing to do with quality. It has nothing to do with giving you the AAA games that you enjoy and love. It's just about
all they care about is getting a solid 5 AAA studios. Like we can say Playground Games is a AAA studio, and then Initiative probably will be too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you have Coalition and 343.
Well, you know what? Right? I'm gonna throw on my MM2K Mass Conspiracy hat. I'm gonna give you my Mass Conspiracy on the Initiative. I'm not sold anymore. At first I was like, come on, there's no way. But again, Nethos, if you were in charge of Microsoft, you wouldn't buy all this AAA talent to make AA games. But I'm starting to believe, and again, I know you could call me crazy and see me dribbling my lips, but my belief is that what they're looking to do, Nethos, is get AAA talent that can pump out AAA games every 7 years to pump out quality, catchy AA games every 3 to 4 years. If you look at it, if they're truly trying to mimic Fortnite, What did Epic used to make? Epic didn't make games like Fortnite. They made AAA quality games. Quake, or was it? Or are they behind Quake? No, not them. But what is it? Oh, Unreal and shit like that. They used to make AAA games. Guess what happened? They started making AA games, and they were making AA games, and they made it the biggest AA game, or coffee shop game this whole generation. Damn well the biggest game this generation, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're Microsoft and you truly are looking at if you're truly looking at what Fortnite did as a success, and you're looking at the people behind Fortnite, you're looking at Tim Sweeney and company that used to make nothing but AAA content and saying, shit, look, this is what happens when you put a AAA team on AA stuff, right? So
I hope that shit isn't true. Don't make me depressed.
I'm serious, dude. Just think about it. That's why I say, if you're looking, bruh, Phil Spencer talks out of, they say, oh, Phil Spencer don't like revealing nothing early. Phil Spencer talks out of order all the time. VR. You know what I'm saying? The cloud, all this shit. He doesn't speak out of order. He keeps things to the vest when he's not excited about it. He don't care about AAA content anymore. Like you said, we exposed him earlier. He wasn't all about bringing new AAA IP all like that when he took over the studios. So this is all up his alley. And then he revealed in that interview that him and Satya, you know what I'm saying, they've crossed paths before, and it really wasn't him that crafted that Minecraft deal. It was actually Satya. Before Satya became CEO, Phil and some other people.
I see Phil Spencer get the credit for that all the time.
Yes.
I never understood how.
Yep. It was Satya was the one. And supposedly it's in this book. I'm going to read this book, even though it's going to be hard for me to stomach it. I'm going to read this book just for educational purposes. Satya talks about how before he became CEO that he was pushing heavy for Minecraft, because of the cloud technology and all the other shit behind it, the usage they could get out of it. And when he became CEO, either he called or he had the guy that was in charge of Minecraft call Phil and say, hey, do you want to buy Minecraft? So Phil wasn't out there actively seeking this game and landed the deal out of nowhere. It was Satya that made that deal possible.
Yeah, because we have to realize, like, buying Minecraft, that's like buying Fortnite right now or some shit, right? Like, Minecraft is the biggest fucking game ever when you think about it. I know Fortnite is big right now.
Exactly.
Minecraft is literally out for Tetris, right?
Yes.
Like, that game is beyond enormous.
Yep.
So that's a power weight move, right there. Like, anybody would have bought Minecraft if they really could have.
So think about it. If you're Microsoft, you buy Minecraft. Your biggest contributions to gaming this generation are buying Minecraft, Game Pass, and now what's missing from your portfolio? The coffee shop game, the diabetic gaming. That's the only thing you have yet to do yet, is you don't have a Fortnite, and they're looking for their Fortnite, and they were hoping Sea of Thieves would be their Fortnite.
And
Very simplistic in
nature.
nature.
Look at today's culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have such a meme-filled culture. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, you have plenty of Twitter, right? Like, I got probably weird stuff on my Twitter. But I will say this: have you heard about what? I don't want to say Take-Two. It's God, who bought all those shitty fucking IPs that we argued mass about? Like, they're related to Metro, but they're not.
Deep Silver.
Metro. Yeah, who bought all Deep Silver shit?
I forgot. Was it THQ?
It's like THQ Nordic. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, bro, THQ. They are kind of similar to Microsoft. I bet you Microsoft wants to do what they're going to do.
Yeah.
THQ Nordic and remaking Destroy All Humans, right? Like, that's an old ass meme-filled game, and they're remaking fucking SpongeBob.
Yeah.
And like the internet is eating that shit up, right?
Yeah.
That shit probably costs like $10 million.
Yeah, exactly.
To get done, right?
Yep.
Microsoft wants that type of shit. They want that meme-filled internet energy, right? Going to these stupid games and they spend next to nothing to make them, and they go in Game Pass, right? So everybody starts paying $10 a month and shit. That's the type of shit I think they want. They want that meme culture in their fucking gaming these days.
I'll tell you this much. Now,
Like a goat simulator, shit like that.
Exactly. I'll tell you this much. I don't have much experience with games like on the Switch, right?
Yeah.
But I can tell you that the more complicated games that require all the button functionality, like a Wolfenstein or God of War, those games are going to be a hard sell to play for a long time on a mobile device. I know from experience because I'm always testing that the Steam Link thing. And sometimes I'm like, oh shit, this is, I mean, even though I have the joystick to do it, I'm like, oh man, you know what? I'd rather play this on the console and I'll just, switch my output. But you just hit something right on the nail. Those are the type of games to where on the go, they're perfect. They're perfect on the go. That's why the Switch and its Joy-Cons, that's why the button layout isn't as elaborate as you know what I'm saying? They don't have the R3 and the R2, I don't believe they do, layout. And that's because they're not that complicated. And because they're not that complicated, that's right up Xbox's alley for Game Pass. So I think ultimately we just got to understand that we can't hop out the window based off of them getting the initiative and all that other stuff. What does the initiative mean? What is Microsoft's initiative? Microsoft's initiative could be just flooding their game stores with the vast majority of content that's easily portable to games. Remember when Rare was talking on the Mooch and Crap show about what's it called, being easily portable to tablets? That's why it has that type of fidelity.
Yep, Sea of Thieves with Craig Duncan. Like Craig Duncan, that's not nobody.
Yep.
That ain't a nobody. Had a fucking Rare.
Yep. Absolutely.
And shit is crazy. And they got Matt B over there who knows how to lead people, who knows how to get shit done on time. Hey, bro, we were highlighting how he got shit done on time and under budget. I think we use that in the wrong way. Like, yes, he can do that shit for AAA. He's done it in the past, but I don't think he's necessarily there for that. He wants these games done right on the calendar and shit. And with Microsoft's new approach of like they don't believe in what is the thing trending right now? Overworking their employees. What the fuck is that called?
I forgot the crunch.
Yeah, crunch, right?
Yeah.
I think Microsoft's completely anti-crunch when it comes to that shit because they want all the good press about that. Like, that is cool. That is fine with me. I applaud that shit. But if you're doing that shit like Sony, where you don't have them on a set release, that shit doesn't mean much. That just means you're getting less content in the game. That means you're getting less of a game, really.
Yeah.
And if it has to come out 3 years, it has to come out in 3 years.
And they don't care because they want to create games that allow you to create your own fun. Remember? The Sea of Thieves create your get drunk on the boat while getting drunk in real life. You know what I mean? Remember that selling point?
And they sit back there and they laugh because we eat this shit up.
Exactly.
We defend it. Like, look, there might be some infighting. There might be, like, a Z or something. Like, man, this is dog shit. And this is like me come to my realization, like, man, why am I defending this? This is dog shit, right? But then, you got the other side that's like, what you mean what's diabetic gaming? Sea of Thieves is life. Go on that voyage. Let's go. Leave Sea of Thieves on while I'm at work.
Exactly.
You have that side, all right?
Yep.
And Microsoft's like, we're good.
Yep. Big up to Rageanaut too. He says, did you play Wolfenstein: The New Order? If so, what did you think about it? The New Order, that's the first one. Yeah, I loved it. Wolfenstein is a game for PC, but dude, I gotta be honest, man.
Place totally deserted.
This 60 frames per second, and I'm playing it in 4K, a scalable 4K, meaning to maintain the frames, they'll drop the resolution a bit. I don't care, man. Like, this looks fantastic on the X.
That's what I've been saying about that PC. I love my PC shit, but it's only so I can get things that were 30 frames, 60 or above. If it's already 60 on console, I'm just gaming on the console. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Yep.
Keep it all the way a buck.
Yeah.
Like the biggest advantage, what I say about PC gaming is, yes, mouse and keyboard has an advantage with first-person shooters. Mouse can't even use a mouse and keyboard anyways. The biggest advantage of a PC is just a monitor, which you can use on your console anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like gaming on a monitor is better. Believe it or not, it is better. I get the screen is smaller. You'll get used to it.
Yeah.
That shit is way better.
Yeah. No, man, having G-Sync monitors and shit like that, bruh, I can never go back to a TV.
I tagged a target.
Exactly.
Never.
And bro, you know how like when you get G-Sync to work, you have to turn off FreeSync in your settings or whatever? Sometimes I forget that shit. So I've been playing Metro on PC. I need to get back into that shit, right? Hopefully I can get back into it Tuesday.
Yep.
Okay. Metro, I went to my settings like, oh, I have FreeSync off. Let me turn that off real quick. Shit was smooth to me anyways. I turned that shit off. I go back to my game. My God, the difference between FreeSync and G-Sync is crazy.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, you think that shit is smooth? It becomes butter.
Yep.
Butter.
Bruh.
Shit's crazy.
Unbelievable. You cannot invest all this money into these rigs and not have the best monitor. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen people on Twitter say, what's the point of getting a monitor with X amount of refresh rate? But it makes a difference. It does. Even though the refresh rate for a game on the Xbox can't get over 60, you do notice the difference.
It will feel smoother. Even 30 FPS games feel better.
Exactly.
Like, and next generation, that's just gonna get better and better. Like the way they're gonna adapt that shit. Because the PlayStation shit's gonna be doing the same exact shit. That shit's gonna be nice. Like I'm telling you, HDR is nice. Like Moss, you got me there. That shit's nice.
Yeah.
You can live without HDR.
Exactly.
Let's keep it all the way a buck. Like some monitors, they can do their own version of an HDR, which is fake HDR, but the shit still looks nice anyways. Like you put it on a certain camera or whatever, you'll be fine. HDR is nice, but it's all about the smooth feel of the game. That's what matters more.
Exactly. And people don't understand that, and they don't prescribe to it until they try it. And I get it. It's hard for you to want to give that up because it looks so good, but you don't understand the power that frame rates has when it comes to gaming until you give it a try.
Oh, especially on shooters and shit. Or action. Like even on Division shit, the shit is nice. Like, okay, I get it. Some games like a God of War, you know what? I do want big ass fucking TV for that shit. That shit's just epic. Not even though the frames would be nice or whatever. I can maybe get that. Like if you're like a Sean type gamer. But bro, I'm just gonna say, if you're a regular gamer, you're playing the Call of Duty, you're playing that Wolfenstein, you're playing all these shooters and shit, you're playing the Division, man, the monitor's the way to go.
Exactly. You have to get a monitor and then utilize that FreeSync that's in the monitor. Get a monitor that's FreeSync. This FreeSync 2 is supposed to be even better. So I might, save up some money and get FreeSync 2 monitor. Because doesn't the Xbox One X support FreeSync 2?
Probably. I mean, then again, you could probably win for the next generation when the FreeSync 2 monitor.
Yeah, true.
Anyways. That's what I'd probably do.
Yeah, I'll enjoy it on my PlayStation, my PS5.
Yeah, exactly right.
But yeah, man, that FreeSync 2 would be nice on a console, and like Nethel said, even on 30 frames per second games, you can feel the difference. Like when I was look, me, I like my Fallout 76, but that game runs horribly. You know what I'm saying? Even on Fallout 76, playing it on my X and playing it with the FreeSync monitor, because the X has FreeSync capabilities in it now. Oh shit. It is the best experience you're gonna get on the console. Even with Fallout 76, I felt like I was playing it on PC, Nethels. I'm serious.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. The biggest difference with PC is just honestly that frame rate.
Yeah.
Like even when you were talking about when you first did it, like with just Fallout 4, we know Fallout 4 runs like shit in certain areas, even on PC. But bro, like the way you're telling me that shit, you felt like that shit was like, what, it's all 45, maybe 60 frames?
Yeah, bro.
The way the FreeSync will make it smooth.
Exactly. Now I get it. 4K is very pretty, and you'll miss 4K if you're on an 1880p monitor, and to find a monitor that allows you to that's 4K and allows you to go over 60 hertz.
Yeah, that shit gets expensive.
Yeah, bro. Like the cheapest one I saw was $1,300. So,
Yeah, man. It's when the new consoles launch, Moss. That's when those monitor prices are coming down.
Yeah. Yep.
That's when they're coming down.
Give it another year or two. But until then,
Yep.
King's Blood.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. 1440, that shit ain't
Bruh,
that bad.
1440p is with the frames.
1440 is clear as hell.
Yeah, it is.
And you're playing on a monitor. You're closest out to your TV, to your monitor.
Exactly.
You'll be alright. Like I'm playing the Gears Tech Test, right? To me, that Gears Tech Test looks clear on my 1440. But then again, I probably could have my TV in game mode. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But besides the point.
Yeah. It's something that, again, once you experience it, Needles, these people talking, I run into people all the time. I got a game on my 55-inch monitor, like TV. If it's not...
I used to be the same way until I got my PC and gamed a little bit on my PC. I'm like, okay, monitor's way better.
Yeah. No, I was the same way, too.
Like, here's the thing. With a TV, to get something closer to a monitor, you have to put it on game mode just to get that latency down a little bit. And that's not even on monitor level down. Like, that's only going down to maybe 8, and that's a pretty good TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, your TV looks like shit when you hit game mode.
Yeah.
Your monitor isn't like that. Your monitor, that shit's clear as hell.
Yep.
How you bought it.
Yep.
Just the way monitors work.
Can't beat them, man. You can't beat them. I would not.
They are essential for gaming. Hey, bro, you don't have to get a tiny monitor. A 32-inch monitor with that close is fucking huge.
Exactly. Even you know what? Even 27 inches. Like I got a
27 inches is fucking great too.
Yeah.
When you're that close, hey, bro, it's like having a 55-inch TV because you're so damn close to it.
You're so damn close, and then the resolution and the frames and all that shit. You're. Oh shit. You're not going to miss that wasn't it. Hold on, 1937.
Yeah, you're not gonna really miss your TV. Like, trust me, once you take that leap of faith, that's what it is, a leap of faith, you'll be all set.
Yep.
But how is Youngblood? I thought you've been playing it for a little bit.
Oh, dude, I love this game. I mean, this is, again, the arguments that were being made about the SJW-ness of this game are idiotic. These girls are fucking nuts. They're psycho.
So there's fucking nuts by just looking at the trailer.
Yeah, so they're not they're not like Rainbow Bright girls or wanting to hold teddy bears and shit like that.
Hey, bro, I'll keep it real with you, that SJW shit. I can get it. Like, it's bad when you force women into a story or something, right? And to market it like that instead of being it natural. I get it from that standpoint because that can get annoying.
Yeah.
But just having women be the protagonists, that's not a big deal to me.
Exactly.
Like, if they're a good character, they're a good character. It doesn't matter what the fuck gender they are. It doesn't matter what their sexuality is. Like, I don't give a fuck what the hell the sexuality is, right?
Bruh.
I don't give two fucks about that.
This is fantasy, and...
But as long as it works, as long as the characters are good, that's what matters. As long as it's good storytelling, and it shouldn't even affect gameplay, so I can't say good gameplay because it wouldn't matter.
Exactly.
But, that shit's going across all media. Like, people are complaining about Marvel doing the whole, they're like, oh, they hit the woke pill or whatever. Even though a lot of the comic properties, like, that's how those typical comic properties are going after are like, anyways.
No, what's that again? For what?
They're saying Marvel, like MCU, took the woke pill because they have such a diverse cast for Phase 4 and shit.
Yeah.
My thing is like, hey, bro, that's the type of lore they're going after. Like, the stuff they're diving into, it is very different. Like, was it then not the Inhumans, but the Eternals? that is a diverse cast even in the damn comics. But my thing about it is, some things I'm cool with. As long as you make it work, you make it work. The MCU proved that to me. The thing I'm not necessarily happy about is like, I don't know if it was a good idea to do this whole Thor 4 thing. I'm all about making another Thor movie, right? Because I think Ragnarok was awesome.
Yep.
But I don't know about making Natalie Portman the new Thor. And that's not
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know if you ever heard
yeah.
of this comic line, but it's called Jane Foster Thor. I think she's called the Mighty Thor, something like that, right?
Is this a
Here's the
newer?
thing.
Is this a newer?
Yeah, it's a newer thing in the comic, and actually, I heard the comics are dope, right?
Yeah.
So that's not
but-
the issue.
yeah.
My issue is just Natalie Portman. I don't think she could be
Yeah.
Thor, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I don't know about Natalie Portman. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Look, if you want to do Valkyrie Thor or whatever, that's cool with
exactly.
me.
Yeah.
Valkyrie's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But Natalie Portman?
Yeah, bro.
No.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna be honest with you. I know this ain't gonna be a popular. What's that? Brie Larson, is that her name? That's Captain America. Or
Oh
what's
yeah,
it?
Captain Marvel. Man,
Captain
she's
Marvel.
terrible.
Yeah, she's. You know, I don't think.
She really didn't. She didn't prove the haters wrong. She really
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. And that's
Like,
the problem.
Okay, her box office, sure, it did. But
Yeah.
like, she didn't have a good movie. That
Exactly.
isn't a good movie. Her acting. I'm sorry. In her own movie, she was the worst actor. I think. I'm not
Yeah.
even trying to be mean. That's just a straight up honest.
Yeah, you're just.
I did not like that Captain Marvel movie. And you know I love the MCU.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Was
That was just a garbage. It's so bad. I literally encourage people just to Cody that bitch. I'm like, hey, bro, don't waste your money on that shit.
Yeah. Since the United States. Oh, is there a code on here? I got a resistance
I
period.
don't care about the SJW shit. Like,
Yeah.
I say Wonder Woman's a great fucking movie. I own that movie on 4K. That's a way better, empowering movie than fucking Captain Marvel.
Exactly. You know,
It's a great movie.
I just think that the whole SJW thing, I think they're, I get it. Like you said, I get it. But I think they're being overly sensitive, and now you're getting a lot of collateral damage.
Yeah, like look at that one scene in Endgame. I love Endgame, right? I've seen that shit like 6 times. You know me.
Mhm.
Travel across the state to see that shit again. But Endgame, you remember that one scene where just suddenly all the women came together? You know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that wasn't a pivotal point of the story. You
Yeah.
know what the fuck they were marketing
Yeah.
right then and there.
Exactly.
No, that shit, it's just forced that shit in there.
And like how they did in the Phoenix movie, which even though that was dog shit,
Oh, I didn't watch the dog shit.
I went to go see. Just because my wife got me wasting money on Movie Pass that she don't go see shit. But yeah, when there was one scene where I can't remember who it was. Jennifer Lawrence's character came in and said, "I don't know why it's called the X-Men. The women always saving the men's asses here anyway." And it was just like,
Oh, that's just bad. That's
yeah,
really bad.
yeah, like.
Speaking of X-Men, there is a rumor right now because of someone who was like a producer on the X-Men series for a while.
Uh-huh.
He says that the X-Men name is outdated. And even when Kevin Feige talked about it, he didn't say X-Men, he said mutants. There's a rumor that they might not even call them X-Men. Bro, it's a
don't
rumor.
do
I'm not
that.
saying that's confirmed or anything.
Don't do that.
But I mean, like,
man.
bro, we don't need to get
Don't
to this
do
point.
that, man. Come see here's.
Look what those fuckers did to this beautiful city.
I'm gonna tell you
son.
this much,
You're gonna
and this might be a little controversial, but hey, we're there. I'm gonna tell you this much: as an African American, I'm not saying this to brag, but a high level manager. One of the things that I noticed a lot was when minorities would get overlooked for positions, right? So, minority would get overlooked for a position, and they were qualified, and there would be times I'd be sitting there because I'd be in like the interview rooms, and I'd be asking my colleagues like, why wouldn't you pick that person? They were just making up excuses. It was just why Pittsburgh is just they're a racist town, but that's here nor there. Here's the thing though. So when they would get in trouble, when people would report it and make a legitimate report, they would overcompensate. They would just grab the first black person, like, you, did you finish school? Nope. All right, come on, come here. You know what I'm saying? And then give them a high level, white collar, non-entry level job. And when they would fuck it up, they would say, see, we tried to do, you know what I'm saying? We tried to be diverse and it didn't work out. So with that being said, I get where you want things to be diverse, but when you do it in this fashion where you're kind of like doing it to be like spiteful, to be like, yeah, for all this time it wasn't diverse, so now we're gonna.
I'm not all about that shit being so forced.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't. It's my grandma used to say is saying to me that resonates. It's better to get bees with honey. Whenever you, even this isn't just about you saying, hey, we want to have a more diverse cast. You still have to have these people buy your product. You know what I'm saying? So because these people have to buy your product, you have to approach it a little bit differently. Be diverse, but don't be so assholey about it. You know what I'm saying? And
like let's look at some good examples that have come up recently. I don't even like this movie. I think it's overrated as hell. But let's look at Alita Battle Angel, right?
Yeah.
See, that isn't like a made-up story. That isn't like that was a male character that became female. No, that is a woman that was a story about a strong woman or whatever, right?
Exactly.
So it's an original story. That was the perfect thing to bring out to the market. Look at that Spider-Verse movie. I don't know if you got a chance to watch that shit. It's a Spider-Man movie, so you should. But that's about Miles Morales. They didn't suddenly just make Peter black or whatever. Yeah. That's actually a different character. A different Spider-Man. That hasn't had the shine like that, and that was a good way to do it. You see, there's good ways to do this shit, but you shouldn't just be like, oh, look, this is a character that's typically male. This is a character that's typically white. Let's just gender swap them. Let's change their race.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't about that. And look, I'm all about giving the best actor the
exactly,
job, right? But don't force the shit. Don't force it.
And you can find people, and then the thing is that it's not just about forcing the shit or, you want to give people opportunities that normally don't get opportunities. But find somebody that's talented at least. Like, for instance, Brie Larson, she was a horrible pick for Captain Marvel. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and it's kind of
proved me wrong on that one.
And it's kind of like they said, we're going to pick anybody and you're going to deal with it. Because it's all about diversity. And if you cannot make the fight for diversity synonymous with, hey, we can be diverse and still get qualified people, then people are going to push back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I used to have to tell them at work. Like, look, as an African American, I can tell you that this initiative is dog shit because you can't just pull any African American off the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what color you are. I want to know that you can read. Don't just pull up anybody and have them working here. And because I'm on this committee too, just assign them to me. Like, we got to have qualified people. There are plenty of qualified minority candidates out there. Don't do this. And the same thing with people that want to enforce a diverse thing. Find qualified candidates. There's plenty of other, like you said, for Thor, they could have did the Valkyrie. What's the name that played the Valkyrie? They hit the Valkyrie.
Yeah, instead of doing Jane Foster Thor, Valkyrie Thor.
Yeah.
Come on. Different from the comics. Yeah. That would have been genius.
Dude, that would have been dope.
You're the new king of Asgard.
Exactly.
He even said that shit.
Yep.
Make her a Mjolnir or something.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, her sword ain't no Mjolnir.
But it ain't. But
that shit would have been dope. You can't tell me that shit wouldn't have been dope. We were cheering when Steve, when Captain America picked up the fucking hammer. You're telling me you're not going to cheer when Valkyrie picks up the hammer?
Exactly.
Like, get the fuck out of here. And just to go back to the example so people don't call me out on this shit.
Yeah.
There are instances where, like, they change a character's diverse role or whatever from what it was originally. Look at the Little Mermaid example, right? That had so much controversy behind it. Even though I think that shit's silly because, like,
that was stupid.
What color is a mermaid,
yeah,
right?
Well,
like,
what is it? Yeah.
Are you an expert on this? But I think that is an instance where they just picked the best person for the job.
Exactly.
If you look at that actress's background, she is a singer. She looks like a fucking
that's what I was about to say. She looks like a fucking mermaid and shit. Like, yeah, that's where they got. But again, there's collateral damage, and what happens is whenever somebody's trying to make a counter argument, you don't help your argument by just overcompensating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. People feel, see what it is, Nethos, is people feel like this has been going on for so long, so we gotta overcompensate. But you have to be surgical with the shit. You got to be smart about the shit, and then ultimately the purpose of diversity is to show that, hey, there are people of minority background that are qualified that you've been overlooking. So don't just pick a minority, pick a qualified minority person, or pick a qualified person that's been overlooked, a qualified female. You know, like you're making the cause more difficult than it needs to be. So yeah, but
yeah, I mean that's more or less my stance on this SJW set.
Yeah,
but I will say this: I'm also annoyed by the other side that's angry about it, because it's the way they go about their anger that's just fucking annoying.
It's over the top.
Points,
yeah,
but the way they go about it,
it's over the top. It's like
oh, Disney bought all these seats for Captain Marvel. Shut the fuck up, something.
Exactly. That was the dumbest fucking thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, Disney bought us all $1 billion worth of seats. Like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's absurd. But whenever you have have controversy and people that doubt the authenticity of your actions, then you're gonna have people that are gonna shroud stuff in conspiracy, and they're gonna start making up shit, and you don't help your cause when you just say, yeah, we're just gonna do this and you're gonna take it, and oh yeah, by the way, buy our product. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. It's different when we're talking about like workplace stuff. Like that's what do you call that? What's the term I'm looking for? That's quality of life type stuff. So yeah. I don't need you to buy into that. Like, yeah, you have to work with a diverse crowd. You know, you got, And
you want to know what another problem is, Moss?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have the other side that's angry about this side I talked about, but they also don't understand why some of this stuff happens. So, like, you know how, like, let's take the mermaid example, because me and you have this interaction on Twitter, right?
Yep.
So, remember that person was angry about the mermaid changing the race or whatever. And
yeah,
being a white girl, it's a black girl. And they're like, well, what if they made Black Panther a white guy?
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Black Panther, he is founded on being Wakandan.
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
Like that example
that is a horrible
work.
example.
A lot of these, let's say black superheroes, the reason they're even black was to represent the black community.
Exactly.
They weren't allowed to fucking make heroes black and shit.
Yep.
You can't even do that type of shit.
Yep. So yeah, that was a horrible choice. You know, it's just people they can't confuse their own personal identity politics with, forcing something. Just because you grew up with Little Mermaid and Little Mermaid was a white redhead, that doesn't mean that all mermaids are white redheads. You know what I'm saying? Like, a mermaid is a fucking mermaid. Like, let's not get out of hand or get out of pocket with this shit, right? So that's different from a Black Panther. That's even different from a Tarzan, right? Mm-hmm. And how controversial Tarzan is. Even though the concept of this mysterious white guy swinging through the jungle and controlling all the animals, even though some people may want to, SJW cleanse that, I mean, it is what it is. Tarzan is a white guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you have to consider. But again, when it comes down to fish, you know what I'm saying? Fish. Like, people were upset. I remember a guy at work, Nethos, came to me when what's his name was cast for Aquaman, and he's a good friend of mine.
Jason Momoa,
Jason Momoa, good friend of mine, white guy, and he said, "This shit is getting ridiculous. They want to scrub white men from the earth." And I said, what white man are they trying to scrub from the earth now? And I'll call him Mick. Mick, Aquaman. I said, I didn't realize that Aquaman in real life was, you know what I'm saying, was like...
Aquaman's a fucking meme.
He's a fucking
Jason
fish.
Momoa had to get rid of that shit.
Exactly. Based off of identity politics, they made this fish be this, you know, they drew him as a white guy, but like Aquaman? Like, stop. This is Aquaman.
Every fucking joke. How many Family Guy clips are there of them?
Dude.
Get out of here.
Bruh.
And like,
yeah.
here's the thing. You like the Disney princesses and shit. Here's the reality. We don't even know what race a lot of them were supposed to be because it wasn't like Disney was like the most, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
inclusive.
Inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real here.
Yeah.
Keep it all the way up, plug.
Yeah.
All these princesses had to be white for a reason.
Exactly.
I think Aladdin was one of the first
Yeah.
movies with the princess was up.
Absolutely. 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 Yeah, but you know, it's just amazing. Again, identity politics.
You know the fucking crows in that one Disney movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just racist as
Hey,
hell.
bruh. I was gonna say, like, a lot of these characters and animals and shit like that, bruh, they're real suspect, man. So, you know, I mean, again, I get it, but there's collateral damage. But what happens, Nethos, is that people don't help, or these entities don't help when they're like, here, you're gonna deal with this. And like, I don't know. Now, see, that makes me want to revisit that whole Battlefield thing. Like, I think that whole SJW aspect of it, I think that was over the top still. I still do.
Mm-hmm.
I still do. I still think that you're talking about people running alongside of tanks and one-hopping tanks and doing all this other shit. Like, come on. If they want to put a woman on the cover or put a woman in the army, like this is not a army simulator. If you were upset about Battlefield not being an army simulator, you should have been upset 2 Battlefields ago. Battlefield stopped being the army simulator.
But you know what my thing is? A lot of these people that are making a big deal, they should have had the same energy when Call of Duty was like literally trying to take out Nazis and shit. Like,
exactly.
Getting rid of the swastika.
Yep.
Bro, that's censoring history.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's what the fuck you should be angry about.
They didn't care. Perfect point. That's a very good point. Nobody cared.
No, I get like Griffin Gaming's point. Like the way DICE handled the situation was bad.
Yeah.
By like basically calling your community fucking stupid. That was bad.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
But bro, the whole situation was blown out of proportion.
Yep. What happened was, I think what EA was triggered off of was the reaction. I think when Wolfenstein came out and they were like, yeah, we're killing Nazis. And then you had that pro-Nazi group that came out and said, that's not nice, or that's not, you know what I'm saying? And they said, we don't give a fuck, these are Nazis and we're going to kill them.
Of course, we got Trump over there. There's good people on many sides.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Man,
Yep.
I mean, fuck you.
But what happened was, what happened was, even though you had a strong political group with some type of political affiliation, they were told, yeah, we're killing depictions of whatever you believe in, and you're gonna deal with it. And everybody went woohoo! So everybody picked up that cue, I think, and was like, oh yeah, anything that is SJW or falls within this political line, that's our stance we're going to take, and it doesn't work that way. So, oh shit. Oh, I'm stuck again. So, I think I'm gonna cut this short. I'm getting tired. I'm getting old and tired. So, I'll go catch it tomorrow. Have you been watching the Bullies?
No, I can't start that shit yet, but hopefully I can maybe start.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, that is right. You don't have what is your data plan like real? I was gonna say you can't watch that shit on your phone.
No, I could probably watch this shit on my phone, but I want to watch this shit on my TV.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
hopefully we'll start it tomorrow. I was gonna start it tonight, but yeah, they took the TV from me. But yeah, hopefully I can start that shit tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me close out this stream. I'm getting tired. All right, peoples. So that was fun. That was me and Nethel's game through. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll do it again some other time. with the SJW girls in the background. All right, everybody. Peace. Oh, man.